Aloha and welcome to Moonscope's Astrology. I'm your host, KG STILES. I'm here to connect you with your passion and what you love. This is an overview of your horoscope astrology forecast for June and July 2014 and includes details for the Gemini new moon astrology, numerology on May 28th, and the Mercury retrograde cycle. In today's forecast, I will counsel you about how to make the most of the opportunities available during the month of June to experience success and happiness. This is a general forecast for the current astrological trends affecting everyone. If you have personal planets within 1 to 3 degree orb of an aspect, then you will have a more direct personal experience of the celestial event. Life provides you with a perfect map to your success and happiness through your horoscope cast at the time of your birth. Your best timing and strategies for success and happiness are all perfectly outlined for you in your horoscope. If you know how to read the celestial forces operating in your life as outlined in your chart, you can experience supreme success in your life. I'd like to add that your definition of success and what it means for you is individual to you. Going after what society says is success will never bring you the fulfillment you desire in life. Your horoscope is life's strategic plan for your success and happiness. Through your horoscope, you can understand your life lessons and the skills you'll need to master to experience the fulfillment and enjoyment of your life experience. Think of me as your special advocate sent here to help you read life's guideposts and more easily navigate your way through the maze of challenges that occur on your life's journey. Have you been wanting an opportunity to have me read your chart? On May 30th and 31st, you can get 30% off a session with me by subscribing to my Health Mastery newsletter. This is a rare limited time offer. Don't miss out. Check it out today so you can save big. So let's begin with your forecast. On May 28th, we have the 7 degree Gemini new moon. Life offers you major upgrades in your social and communication networks, relationships, and life skills. Are you prepared to interact with your life in a whole new way and soar? Click the on-screen link to access your Gemini new moon manifesting meditation for soulmate, social networks, and community. You now have an opportunity to be freed from previous caged experiences in your friendships, social and communication networks, and community life. You're given the keys to let yourself out of recurring go-nowhere relationships and social patterns. Will you have the courage to step up and seize the moment? This window of opportunity to change mental habit patterns in relationships and social circles comes online as Mercury enters its retrograde shadow on May 23rd at 24 degrees Gemini until Mercury leaves its retrograde shadow on July 16th, when Mercury reaches the degree where it's stationed retrograde on June 7th. The gateway to your Gemini new moon experience opens around May 23rd, 24th, when Jupiter at 19 degrees Cancer trines Saturn in Scorpio. This is the final 120 degree easy-flowing trine between Jupiter and Saturn. It's already happened twice in the past year. Your diligent efforts to realize a dream that you began last summer during the peaks of the grand water trine between Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune is about to be realized. Jupiter trine Saturn won't happen again for about 10 years, so make the most of the flow into manifestation available now. Especially with Mars' recent station direct, you have the energy and support for easy forward movement and realization of your dreams. Jupiter and Saturn are also trining Chiron, the wounded healer. Your wounds in these areas of your life can now become a thing of the past. You are supported to choose to move on, start new intimate relationships, and associations with others who see and appreciate you. You'll benefit most from the opportunities for healing and elevating your life experience to whole new levels if you've done the work of upgrading your own self-valuing, self-love, self-worth that's been occurring for you. Remember, a new Venus synodic cycle of self-love and appreciation was activated when Venus in Capricorn stationed direct on January 31st. On May 28th, we have the Gemini new moon at 7 degrees, 21 seconds. The Gemini new moon is conjunct the fixed wealth star Aldeberan, the bull's north eye. This area of the celestial heaven is watched over by Archangel Michael, the Watcher of the East. The Gemini new moon's contact with Aldeberan brings in eloquence, high honors, integrity, popularity, and courage. There can also be agitation and a tendency to frustration and warring and being overly forceful associated with this contact, as it is strongly influenced by Mars. So the caution here is to focus your will forces upon correct application of the energies constellated at this time. At the time of the Gemini new moon, the planet of communication, Mercury, at 28 degrees Gemini, and the natural ruler of Gemini, sextiles Venus, the planet of love, in Aries, conjunct the south node. It's a 28-day, and the 28-degree Mercury in Gemini, trine to Venus, at 28-degree Aries, conjunct the south node, multiplies the effect of the 28. 2 in 28 represents peace, and 8 is the number of power and the infinite. Grace and love flow infinitely through the number 28. Add 2 plus 8 equals 10. The number of instant manifestation, and the number 1 plus 0 in the number 10 equals 1. The number of individuality, focus, and creativity. There is tremendous creative power being unleashed for you today. Make the most of it to move forward and toward your karmic destiny point, represented by the North Node in Libra. On July 22nd, Mars crosses over and activates this North Node point in Libra, again the same day that the Sun moves into Leo, just a few days before the Leo new moon on July 26th. During this time frame, Saturn stations direct on July 20th, and Uranus stations retrograde on July 21st. Expect lots of sudden changes and opportunities for fulfillment. Will you choose to complain about your fate or transform your fate into your destiny? The choice is always yours. The 28-degree Aries South Node activated the Gemini new moon on May 28th is a karmic point of fate. Now you have an opportunity to break through and release past patterns in this area of your life that have held you in bondage. You are free to effectively communicate and connect with what you love and most value in the two areas of your life where the new moon, Sun, and Mercury in Aries are located, and Venus and South Node are located in Aries. The Gemini new moon, Sun, and Mercury are also square to Neptune in Pisces, which can lend confusion to the sudden release of energies. Your nervous system, emotional, and mental bodies may feel supercharged with electricity and sudden surge of energies being catalyzed. Allow this influx of energy to break open your heart and heal. The SABIAN symbol for the Gemini new moon is an old-fashioned well with the purest and coldest water. Contemplate the meaning of this symbol. For me, it indicates the return of something old that is of value and of the purest quality. Water is the primary element that makes up your physical body and known to have remarkable healing properties. Later in the day of the Gemini new moon, the planet of love, Venus, slips into Taurus, helping to ground your emotions. On June 29th, Mercury moves into Cancer, and your thoughts turn inward to sensitive matters related to your home and family and security. Your life experience from now through June and until July 16th is strongly influenced by Mercury, the planet of communication and networking. Mercury represents the magician. Its power and magic to change your mental habit patterns is highlighted. Mercury is also the trickster, and you can become duped by its shenanigans and be misled. From the time Mercury is in its retrograde shadow, around May 23rd, until July 16th, much magic to change your circumstances is available to you. However, the caution is to be reflective rather than impulsive. Your intuition is stronger when Mercury is retrograde, and if you will allow yourself time to reflect, you will have clear insights about how to act. Much of your work is about making internal adjustments in your attitude to attract rather than impulsively act to fulfill your desires. Make necessary attitude adjustments. Be open to thinking about things in brand new ways. When Mercury is retrograde, things that you thought were lost return to you, because Mercury stations retrograde in Cancer and then backs into Gemini. The things returning are related to home, family, security, communications, and networking, friends, and siblings. Look at the houses where Mercury is located to find out more specifically what might be returning. The return will in some way result in an upgrading to your old way of relating and thinking. Well, those are the astrological highlights and how I read the energies unfolding for you at the Gemini new moon, with a general overview of the Mercury retrograde cycle through July 16th. July promises to be an eventful month. Here's a quick overview of celestial events in July. Both Mercury and Mars will leave their retrograde shadow. Mars will conjunct the North Node, destiny point, just before leaving the sign of Libra and moving into the sign of Scorpio. Jupiter will move into the sign of Leo, Saturn stations direct in Scorpio, and Uranus stations retrograde in Aries, as it heads once again for its 6th exact square to the planet Pluto. Thanks so much for joining me, and thanks again for liking and sharing my videos. Please subscribe to my channel so you'll always stay current on the most important astrological events. Remember, if you've been wanting an opportunity to have me read your chart, on May 30th and 31st, you can get 30% off a session with me by subscribing to my Health Mastery newsletter. This is a rare, limited time offer. Don't miss out. Check it out today so you can save big. My next horoscope astrology forecast will be for the Sagittarius full moon on June 12th and feature astrology highlights for June, such as the planets Neptune and Chiron station retrograde in Pisces. Wishing you tremendous success and happiness. Remember, your happiness is one of the most valuable contributions you can make to our world. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, relax, enjoy your life, and stay connected. I'm your host, KG Styles.